Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 most beautiful cities in the world. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the beautiful cities in the world. Also post your favorite cities among the 10 prettiest cities in the world in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too. British painter Francis Bacon said that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. The writer Émile Zola added that beauty depended on the state of mind and the moment of life in which it is contemplated. It is somewhat subjective to define which cities are beautiful and which are not. To avoid controversy, most travelers, in addition to their experience, take into account other factors such as the size of the city, its architecture, green areas, the heritage, the historical artistic set, and if they have a rich gastronomy of their own. Following those criteria, these would be the 10 most beautiful cities in the world for us. Top 10 most beautiful cities in the world to visit. Ranking cities, and what they offer, may sound like a mission impossible as we all have our personal favorites. Yet, some cities are so exceptionally beautiful that they should be on everyone's bucket list. These are my favorite 10 cities in the world. Number 10 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Amsterdam, the Netherlands. The Dutch capital's main canals are lined by thousands of historic brick buildings, forming an aesthetic uniformity that house monuments, residential apartments, restaurants, trendy cafes, and even brothels. This is undoubtedly one of the most charming and trendy cities on the planet, a stunning latticework of romantic bridges and canals, picturesque cobbled streets, strikingly elegant architecture, and bikes, lots of bikes. Number 9 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Prague, Czech Republic. The Czech capital is dubbed the City of the Thousand Spires because of its many historical monuments that have been beautifully preserved and date from practically every period in history. Prague's most famous attraction are the bridges that cross the Vltava River, especially the amazingly elegant Charles Bridge, but the stunningly beautiful Old Town Square and Prague Castle are equally impressive. Add the cobblestone streets and atmospheric alleyways that zigzag through town, and you know that few other cities delight the senses as much as Prague. Number 8 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Hong Kong, China. Without a doubt, Hong Kong, also dubbed the Pearl of the Orient, has one of the most photographed and impressive city skylines in the world. The towering skyscrapers and futuristic buildings that are set against the lush mountain backdrop create a breathtaking, urban scenery that is unmatched in the world. Besides its skyline, Hong Kong is also known for its vibrant lifestyle, friendly people, a splendid harbor, loads of shopping, and its wide range of restaurants and cuisines. Number 7 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Paris, France. Monumental squares, centuries-old churches, famous boulevards, the Seine, and romantic bridges that cross it, magnificent palaces, and Montmartre's cobblestone streets make Paris the most glamorous and elegant of all cities. The City of Light has not only inspired painters, sculptors, writers, poets, and composers but also practically every major world capital, with every city claiming its own Champs-Élysées. Cruise on the Seine or watch the world pass by from a cafe terrace, and it's easy to understand why so many people fall in love with Paris. Number 6 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. There's a Brazilian saying that God made the world in 6 days, the 7th he devoted to Rio. Blessed with one of the most dramatic settings in the world, Rio never fails to impress its visitors. Anyone standing by the world-famous Corcovado statue or at the top of the Sugarloaf Mountain will experience one of the globe's most exciting panoramas, as the deep blue of the Atlantic Ocean mixes with the bright white of the sandy beaches and the fresh green of the lush tropical vegetation. Yes, this is indeed the marvelous city, as locals call it. Number 5 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is San Francisco, USA. Artsy, bohemian, and stunningly beautiful, San Francisco's gorgeous bay lends the feeling of a beach resort to the city of 43 hills. No other city in the USA and few in the world are as loved by its inhabitants as the Bay City. With an abundance of attractions, such as bell-ringing cable cars, spectacular bridges, infamous Alcatraz, the Ferry Building, a foodie's paradise, and of course the sea lions at Pier 39, it's best to explore this magnificent city on a bike. Number 4 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Rome, Italy. Located on 7 hills overlooking the Tiber River, Rome is a treasure trove of ancient monuments that are inspired by grand classical architecture and set among some of the world's most beautiful squares and avenues. Of course, everyone visits the Eternal City for its famous landmarks and must-see sites such as Vatican City with St. Peter's Basilica, the Colosseum with adjacent Roman Forum, and Piazza Navona with the nearby Trevi Fountain. But don't forget to visit the less-known Trastevere district as well, filled with faded palazzi, picturesque streets, and lovely homes decorated with flower boxes. Number 3 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is New York, USA. New York, New York, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. The Big Apple represents the ultimate cosmopolitan destination and defines the urban lifestyle. Here, you can visit some of the world's best museum collections, shop till you drop, attend world-class performances, and find yourself having to make tough choices when it comes to dining out. And while there's no denying that New York City is expensive for visitors, there are lots of free things to do. Number 2 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Vancouver, Canada. Yes, I am totally in love with Canada's largest West Coast metropolis, and here's why. Vancouver's spectacular mountains, wildlife-filled waters that orcas call their home, and lush rainforests, where bears roam freely, overwhelm the beauty of the city itself, where scenic glass skyscrapers reflect the views that surround them. Add to this the relaxed mentality of its super friendly inhabitants, and you are in for an awesome trip as long as it is not raining. Number 1 on the list of most beautiful cities in the world is Cape Town, South Africa. Blessed with some of the world's most amazing beaches, jaw-droppingly beautiful mountains, rolling hills of vineyards, spectacular drives, and tons of trendy bars and fine dining restaurants to choose from, it is hard to imagine a more picture-perfect city destination than South Africa's mother city, and frankly, you won't find a better one. Combine this with some of the best accommodation and service on offer anywhere in the world and you are left with one of the hottest city destinations you will ever visit, and you will want to return again and again. Watch below a clip with my impressions of Cape Town. So, which is your favorite city among the top 10 most beautiful cities in the world? While you may have some cities on your travel list, the search for a perfect destination for your much-awaited trip is never easy. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite cities among the 10 beautiful cities in the world in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.